Good morning, Salt and Light. It is currently Wednesday, and Jay is still asleep. He worked last night, so it's supposed to be really nice today. So we are going to be outside getting a lot done, hopefully, and thought you guys could tag along. I need to get my garden weeded and weed-eated, and Jay mentioned cutting some wood, and then I think he's going to cook this evening for us, so we got quite a bit going on today. Good morning, Pepper. Good morning. Morning, girls. The perks of having chickens, they just scream. But yeah, so I have been not doing very good at vlogging. There has been quite a few life changes that have happened, and I'm getting readjusted. So it may take me a little bit to get in the groove, but we're doing our best. And I know Jay has shot some footage the other week, and then I shot a little bit, so I'm probably just going to do a bunch of random footage together, so that way I can make a vlog out of it. We're getting better though. This is all new to us. We're not used to picking up a camera and doing our whole life, but this was the whole purpose of starting this YouTube channel, is the startup of our homestead and the goals that we have for that. And we're learning by trial and error, and so I should take you all along, to the trips to the store to get the gravel for the garden and get the seeds and planting the seeds and, getting all that. But I'm human and I forget. So I'm getting better at it though. So outfit of the day: camo Crocs, jean overalls, and a jean camo t-shirt. So usually I wear these Crocs more often than not when I'm outside. Been doing a lot of workout stuff this week, trying to get my body back in check. Luckily Jay's working out too, so he's been training me on what to do. So we're blessed. So we're gonna go on a little walk to the creek. Want to walk to the creek, guys? When I take a walk on this property, I just can't help but to be so grateful to God for the life that He's provided for me, the opportunities that He's provided for me, the opportunity to buy our dream property at such a young age. There's just been so many reasons that I could list of why it shouldn't have been me, or it shouldn't have been Jay and us, but that's the amazing, incredible thing about God. He loves us even when we find ourselves unworthy, even when we think that we aren't worth it, when we feel that there's so much going on in the world. To Him, we matter and we are important. Kyla, you wanna go swimming? Go get it! Go get it! Go get it! Is it too cold, or was that not the right stick? You ready? Go! Is it too cold? Yeah? Why ain't you swimming? Huh? Kyla, why ain't you swimming? You ready to go get it, Kylo? Come on. Go get it. Say no thanks, Mom. Get it. Get it. You went all the way around it. Get the stick. Right there. You cheated. You cheated, but you didn't have to swim. You want to go again? You ready? You ready? You're lucky. Come here. I'm throwing it where you don't have to swim. Drop it. Good boy. You ready? One more time. That's Mama swimming, boy. Good morning. Good morning, Sissy. Sissy pretty much ignores us. She's too cool for us. Are you too cool for us? Huh? You too cool for us? That brother thinks so. Alright, let's finish our morning walk. The guy who owned the property before built a lot of little stone structures on the property, and we've just chosen to leave them, for right now at least. You know, when we first got married, we lived in a small little house, which I loved. It was easily the best house ever, but we had neighbors. Sorry, I had to pause that last video clip to prevent my dogs from running after the crow. But anyways, we lived in a, come on Sissy, we lived in a really small house, which I loved. And but like I was saying, we had neighbors. We had hardly any land, so when we did let the dogs out every day, you know, we had to be right there with them. We had to be constantly watching them. We lived right on a road, and so it was just, it wasn't ideal, but they loved us through it and made the best of it. And then when we found this place, we have 17 acres, but not all of it's flat and accessible. I knew we had found the place for us. We had running water. We had flat land. They had already had a garden. They had already built the house. We already had the sheds. I mean, God truly blessed us with this place. Second we stepped forth on the property, I brought my mama with me. Jay was with me too, obviously, but and our realtor. And I took one look at the property. I wasn't even halfway through seeing it, and I just broke down in tears. Held my mama's hand, and I was like, this is it. And we had already thought we were going to buy another property. More land, smaller house, but it's going to take a lot of work. There was hardly any flattened land there. And our realtor was like, let me take you to one more. Before we do any paperwork, let's look. So we thought, you know, that was it. And I came on this property and I started bawling. And I grabbed my mom's hand and I said, this one's it. And Jay looked at me and I just looked at him and I mouthed, this one's it. And I could see the excitement. He just nodded his head. We placed an offer. And lucky for us, we got it. It's crazy how life pans out. This one was even cheaper. It's just crazy how God does things. I want to show y'all our berries. Some of this, again, was by the previous owners. But some of it we've done. So we've planted that one, replanted that one, and planted one over there, and one over there. But most of these have already grown, so I'm really hoping. Jay said that we have grapes somewhere in here, so I really hope so. But, come on babies, let's get morning eggs. Come on, let's go get morning eggs, come on. Come on, sissy. But you know, it's one of those things. We didn't, come on, Paul. We didn't stress about where we were gonna move. When we started looking for new property, we were just looking. We had no desire to move yet. We were getting to that point, but it wasn't, we had to move that second. And so I had heard and researched and listened to homesteading vlogs and posts and people's testimonies, if that's what you want to call them. And I realized that more than anything, that's the lifestyle I wanted to live. Obviously some do it on a larger scale, but right now we're doing what we feel comfortable doing. And eventually, we would like to cut out the middleman altogether. But we understand that takes time. And with time takes patience. So we've lived here going on a year. And we've already made leaps and bounds for what we want to do with it. But we still have a long way to go. So, good gosh, Reba. Yes, my chickens are named after country music singers. We just know where we want to be in life. We're gonna bring y'all along. Anybody laying? No? Good. Oh, hi, Tammy. Sweetie, can I get your egg? Hey, honey. Thank you, Tammy. You did good, girl. Yeah, you're such a good layer. Yeah, you are. Yes, that's Tammy Walnut. Gotta clean that out today, too. Perks of having chickens. And we gotta fix that board. This one. It snapped. So, yeah, so I'm gonna bring y'all along today. I'm not sure exactly what we're getting into. But I do know that I'm hungry. So we're doing breakfast next. That's what I know. But after that, I'm not sure. If you wonder what I'm doing, there's this hidden corner that our girl Ashes, we didn't name her country music name because we got her later. But there's a little space she likes to lay. Perks of having free-range chickens, there's a lot. You know, you don't have to feed them as much. They feed on grubs and worms and grass. Bad part, you can't always get them to lay, or we can't, I don't want to speak for everybody. We couldn't get them to lay exactly in their pen. They have like 3 or 4 nests. And I'm sure there's many more, but we found the 3 or 4 so far that we've just been going and getting eggs. So let's go make breakfast. Jay is now up. He's getting dressed. He fell back asleep. So he's still a little out of it. So he'll hop on with you guys in a little bit. Babe, what'd you want for breakfast? Tuna and crackers?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make something.
See, Jay's weird. Where he's on night shift, sometimes he reverses his breakfast and lunch as to what I would eat for breakfast. Like would be an omelet or, you know, some breakfast food. He eats lunch foods. And then for lunch, we'll eat breakfast foods. And the only reason he eats dinner at dinner time is because I cook and I make him. But he would probably switch that up if he could too. Well, I was going to make you an omelet, babe, is why I was asking.
Oh, okay. Cool. That'll work.
Do you want an omelet?
Sure.
Tricky.
Just not tuna crackers would be easier.
Nah, well, I'm already gonna make me one.
Move it back a little bit.
Okay. So, if you can't tell, the man who built the windows, so they're like up here and then they're hooked to a string and they yank up. So it's kind of like a boat, right, babe?
Yeah. And the cool thing is all the cool air comes in on the bottom on that side and the hot air goes out on the top on this side.
Yeah, so like we have top windows on this side of the house. And then on this side of the house, which y'all can't see right now, maybe, no, you should just see our clean dishes. They open up underneath, so it's kind of like a wave motion. But we do not have AC in this house. So when it's warm, we open everything out and just fresh air ourselves, which we prefer, but not everybody does. Well, that provides a little dang light, but not much. I'll set you guys up here. There we go.
Hey Alexa, turn on kitchen lights.
Okay.
Ta-da.
For any of you who have your opinions on that, keep them to yourself. They're watching.
Sorry.
Okay, baby.
Is this a small enough bag? This is all I
That's
had.
perfect. I will eat that.
You guys say something for me?
Do you want to chop up the onions, ham, and peppers, or do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I need a belt. I feel like a gangster with these things.
Well-
Hands falling down.
You offend people. So Jay is off tonight. So sorry we're kind of dark. It's just gonna be how it is. So he's cooking dinner tonight. What are you making, babe? Do you know? I know we're.
Yes, it's fried pork. Well, yeah, kind of fried pork. I guess it's miso pork. No, not miso pork. Anyways, watching YouTube and there's this woman making a Chinese dish, and it was in Chinese. So, and she was Chinese, and yeah, it looked delicious.
And he got
And
major
she-
inspiration.
Yeah, she had like 50 other
So
like
what was it gonna
recipes.
have? Just give me like a short rundown.
I'm gonna throw a whole bunch of stuff together and cut up some
But
pork
like what?
and put it together.
Pork with what?
Sauce and spice and everything nice.
Sparkling water, I swear. Swear, sparkling water. How many eggs do you want? 2 or 3? Doesn't take much to scare him.
Just whatever the usual is.
Well, I usually do too.
That'll work.
My acne is wide open today.
Well, did you use that stuff last night? No?
I used the other one that we bought at Dollar Tree.
Well, we can tell that we need to throw it away.
No, because I'd used the other one the past 3 nights and I couldn't tell a difference, so I was just trying to... guys, come back in here. We're not out there. Come on. Come on. Holly,
Take a bunch of
we're
toddlers.
not going outside yet. Holly and Marie. Thank you. I'll go get them.
I'm just cutting the onion.
I promise you guys, you're going to have more outside time and you're going to know what to do with today, okay? But because of Daddy sleeping in and me sleeping in, a little hard.
Yeah, I didn't plan on doing it. Usually I wake up at 1, but I didn't want to.
Well, I knew you wanted to get up at 9. But then I let you sleep a little bit later, and then I fell back asleep because I stayed up the whole time between between when you got home and woke me up until 9. I stayed up. But then when I told you it was 9 o'clock and time to get up, that's when I fell back asleep. And then Daddy called me at 10. Ew. Oh no. A rotten yolk. Ew.
Okay.
I don't know if it's... Well, baby, I'm gonna have to throw away that good egg too, because I don't know what part's mixed with it.
Okay. It's not like we ain't got any. You want to go ahead and just dunk them before you use them?
No.
That way you can see which ones are rotten.
But we just tested these.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Do you want them sliced or do you want them diced?
What?
The onion.
Doesn't matter to me. I've never seen an egg.
It looked like it was actually starting to form, but I don't think it can form without
No, it
the
can't farm without fertilization from a rooster.
fertilization.
So that was the brown one, maybe. I don't know. Russian roulette. It didn't stink though. That's another one.
Is it frozen?
It's just... And y'all, for any of y'all wondering, for the eggs that we sell, We only sell the ones that we get fresh out from underneath the chicken. Or if we've dunk tested them previous. Like one of the dozen in there, I took 2 eggs from Jay's eggs to put in there.
Open up them.
Well, I don't know which ones they were. But it was a white one and a green one.
Oh boy.
But you just never know.
That's gonna be good.
It was the last 2 eggs I put in, and one was a white one and one was a green one. And it was one of the ones on top. Should have been one of the first 3, I think.
One of the first 3?
I think.
Well, honey, I just don't want somebody to get sick.
I know, honey, that's why I'm telling you to go through there.
We'll have to test them all. Or I can test them all.
Okay, I don't know. Again, I don't know if we've already sold that dozen. I just remember we had transferred some over.
I remember the green batch. Are you talking about
It
this?
was all the greens. And you had
Oh.
one white.
Yeah,
Remember, you had like all greens and then a white.
that's fine.
And remember I told you I took one from them?
That's fine.
None of these ones that we found just afloating. I'm sorry, I added salt and pepper. Did you? You want me to make mine? I don't know. Jay's trying to eat healthier.
Some pepper don't kill you.
No, I don't, but y'all don't need to see our faces.
They can always see my beautiful face.
It's nice.
Smash. Or Smurf. Smash
You got
Smurf.
the ham and the peppers cut up, baby?
Oh, I'm getting there. This is gonna be the best thing ever. How much change?
Whatever you want. I did 2 pieces for you that one time.
For some reason I think you want this.
You did.
Wow.
Excuse me. You did one for me that last time because that's all we had. And yes, we have a propane stove.
It's the best ever.
Should have got a smaller skillet, but it's fine. Thank goodness I was just putting the eggs in here. Imagine if we were baking, I dropped that rotten egg in there, like in a cake or something.
Ah!
The door's covered.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of people camping this morning.
I don't know. I can't blame them. It's beautiful camping weather.
Jay grew up camping as a kid a lot. I went maybe 1 or 2 times, but Jay went most of his childhood.
My dad was fortunate enough to take us every other weekend. It was great. As kids, we really didn't enjoy it and know what we
I
had.
appreciate it.
Yep. Grow up and then it's like, when you gonna go camping? You really do seem to miss it.
So we're looking into going camping for both of ours?
Yeah.
Probably like 2 or 3. We're looking forward to trying to find ways to go camping. And when we have youngins, Lord willing, be able to do that with them too.
Me and Aaron are gonna go out and we're gonna.
That's his best friend.
By the way, check out his YouTube.
Life Pinned Adventures.
Bam, best thing ever.
I don't
since sliced
know,
bread.
but I will try to link it in the description below.
But yeah, so we're gonna one day just go out, get some kind of probably some kind of
Excuse me.
tarp, put it up, make a tent, or you might have a tent, I don't know, but like just out in the middle of the woods, nothing to do, and just make everything.
They're both really big on survival
Yeah,
for previous reasons.
yeah.
Those who must not be named.
He was Lord Voldemort. No, I'm just kidding. No.
You crack yourself up.
I do. I'm
You
like
cut
that.
up a bunch of onions, so you're gonna have like extra onion.
Oh boy, clean out my sinuses.
You don't have sinuses.
I know. I don't even have a nose.
Oh, you have nose. You got that one honest. You can smell things from a mile away, but if you can't, that's a defense mechanism. You just peck them. Where are you going? What was that dance move?
Oh, this one. This one.
Why do you need your phone?
I want to see what my recipe was last time.
Gotcha.
Alright. actually charged up there real good.
It actually what, baby?
Charged up there real good.
Where was it?
At 12%.
Right, but where did you have it charging?
On the wireless charger.
Alright, babe, where I picked the big skillet on accident, this is a very thin omelet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Perfect. That's the best omelet ever.
See why I married him? He
Never
lies
cooked
really
one.
good.
Give 3,500. No, I don't want to.
We don't have no paper plates.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's pick up some. Whoops. My bad.
Get out the sriracha. So for his omelet that I make him, it's just 2 eggs. Do it in a smaller skillet so it's not so thin, but whatever. Ham, cheese, sweet peppers, onion. Mix salt and pepper up in the egg. And then coat that son of a gun in sriracha. If you don't like spicy stuff, cut out the sriracha. For those of you who like spicy stuff and have never tried sriracha, go to your local store right now and get it. I'm surprised you haven't commented on my outfit yet, babe.
I know. I like it.
You missed it when I had the Crocs on this morning.
Oh, boy. Camo Crocs or black ones?
Camo.
Oh, I bet nobody could see you got so much camo on.
Nope, they see little blue jean shorts and a blonde head.
This mounts or no? Gotta figure out how to do all this. What's this? Your order has shipped. Oh, I think that's what you got. 4 new transactions. Okay.
We do what's called Dave Ramsey.
Ba-bam!
However, we do not do it as strict as we should, so we're not going to sit there and act like we do. So we do the Dave Ramsey-ish, but we use the EveryDollar app. And so at the beginning of the month, you take what you made last month and you set it aside. So every penny you make has a place. So X amount to church if you do that, X amount for fun money, X amount for date night, X amount for electric bill, you know, everything that you can possibly pay for. You separate it. And so, for instance, we have about $150 set aside for date night. So, if we go over $100, that's not an option. But we have to pull money out of our fund money
Or somewhere else.
or somewhere else. But if, for instance, we choose to do a cheaper date night, which is great, we like to do that, and say we had $50 set aside for date night and our date night only cost us $25, then that $25 will be used to pay towards the house or where we went over somewhere else. But I highly, highly recommend doing Dave Ramsey. It's a pain in the butt until you get disciplined, but you learn to appreciate having nothing. You learn to appreciate where your money goes. What else, babe?
You learn to appreciate your money because you spend it all and then you figure why don't you have it, and you do all that for a long time, so then you just got to relearn, hey, you know, I'm sad because I don't have no money at the end of the month. What's happening? So to say, we didn't do ish starting out. We done pretty darn strict, you know. We done the plan, and starting out, pay off the bit, you know, save up the money, pay off all the bills. Well, yeah, baby steps. Save the money first, then pay off the bills, and then we have 3 to 6 months saved up, and then we have 15% to retirement, and now, yeah, that's where we're at. So we're still paying off the house.
Just to give you a little example of things that might be required if you want to hit the ground running like we did.
Sell the car!
I drove a big, beautiful Chevy Silverado truck. It was my baby. Me and my dad went to pick it up together. You know, it was very sentimental. Bought off the car lot. Had payments, blah, blah, blah. At the time, we weren't doing Dave Ramsey. At the time, we weren't married, so I didn't really have to ask Jay as far as finances. As far as asking him as in consulting him as a married couple, not asking permission like he owns me. But, so then the payments were...
They probably can't hear you.
Can turn it off. Can turn it off for a second. The payments were how much? Roughly.
$350.
So like $350, something like that. So, you know, Jay, that was my truck. He wasn't going to ask me to sell it, but he did mention to me a couple times, like, you know, it'd be easier if we didn't have a payment, but that was as much as it went. It was my truck, it was my baby, it was something. And so, I really got to thinking about, getting married and living together and all the bills. And we were married at this time, and he sat me down and just was like, showed me where the money goes and where the lack of money is. And so I realized just how much one payment is taken away from us. So that week I posted my truck for sale, and we had it sold
like 2 days.
in less than a week.
Made a profit.
Made a profit.
Boom.
Went to the dealership, a different dealership. Bought my vehicle, had it now in cash, and we have no car payments. And that is not to brag. That is not to say we're better than anybody. That is just saying that at that time I was 22, 23, and Jay was 26, 27. And if we can do it, and he was in college, if we can do it, you can too. What were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah. One of the things that we've seen that kind of motivated her, motivated me, but I didn't have to make the decision, but motivated her was the price of the truck, how much it's worth, the value, was going down at the same amount that we were paying on it. And so it was, I mean, the value was falling, and so I'm like, okay, well, you're not gaining anything out of this vehicle. And then also the interest, when you show somebody, here's how much you're going to be paying, here's the extra, it's make this up, but it's a $20,000 vehicle, and at the end you're going to be paying $25,000, $28,000, so what would you like to do with $8,000 or $5,000, and having $350 back in your wallet every month to do what you want to with, put it towards stuff for you, your family. Those things kind of hit home, especially when you're the hard-working one who like works her butt off all the time and then comes home and says, where's my money? Yeah.
So we've decided that I'll stick with the mom vehicle, but Jay promised once we start paying more stuff off, once we get our house paid, I can get my truck again.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get like an old beater, like bucket seat, bench seat, beater truck. I've owned more trucks in my life than more people. And that's, again, not to brag, but that's all I grew up owning. And then they'd break down and I'd go to the next beater. And then it'd break down and I'd go to the next beater. I mean, if it could happen to a truck, it's happened to my truck, let me tell you. Busted a brake line in one. Busted a gas line in one. Whole transmission, I think, blew up in one. But you run them till they don't run no more.
But you take care of them along the way.
I took care of them just fine. If they can't keep up with my lifestyle, then they don't need it. True. Sit. Sit. Where's Sissy? Sissy, you want to buy the cheese?
Do you want to bite the cheese? You want your omelet off? Or?
Yeah, baby. I was just going to flip it and let it cook on the other side a second. Get it good now.
Okay, yeah, you do.
No, it's good. It's probably burning at this point.
Yeah, just take time.
It's good.
Good, good. And plate it. Ain't that what they say in the movies?
I don't watch movies.
Oh, or cooking shows. Time.
Omelet number 2. He's preparing dinner. Time to go clean chicken crib. Go T. Divide and conquer kind of day. Usually I like to do everything with him. Because I'm just, I wouldn't say a clingy wife, I just enjoy being with him. But sometimes you have to divide and conquer. Especially doing farm work, which we've learned. So, lucky for y'all get to watch us as in me clean chicken. But he's gonna weed eat my garden for me. So, win-win, I guess. Win-win. I'm just gonna start fresh clay. I need to get it. You know how influencers on like Instagram will be like, you know, they'll take a picture of their messy living room and you that click to clean, you click the screen, it goes to the next picture where they cleaned it. Redneck version of that would be a daggone chicken coop. Could you imagine? Food for thought. So, it's not perfect by no means, but they're just gonna come right back in here and crap and make a mess anyways. So, I just laid down some new cedar bedding for them. We'll focus, there we go. Scraped all that crap up off there. That's just stained. Had a big poop ball right there. Cleaned it up. Then scraped all of it out of the bottom. There's still a little bit right there, but like I said, they're going to poop some more. So, I just got to get in fresh water. So, looks pretty good.
Did you find you a hidey spot? Did you find you a hidey spot? Yeah. Where you going? Oh. You good? Are you pretty girl?
You can tell which one's my dainty one or which one's my wild child. See what I mean? That was beautiful.
This one down the creek, go ahead.
Just Holly.
Holly, come back this way. Holly, come back this way.
So to catch y'all up to speed, we raked the grass out of the garden, we watered the plants, came inside, did a couple things, ran to town, got some drinks and stuff, and then now we are getting ready to go work out for the day. We have a workout equipment at the house, thank goodness. So we are going to do abs, core today, and then go run the mountain, apparently, for cardio. Found the pre-workout, chugged the pre-workout.
Not good.
No,
She hasn't really had pre-workout before.
I've had it the past 3 days. Before
Well,
we
yeah,
work out.
but
Oh, before that, nah. So if I die, carry on the vlog, Jared.
And now we do the pose. And up. Ah, yes. And on the side. Now we go to laying dead fish. And up with you. I'd be a good yoga instructor. Now we put our foot behind our head. Ow, I can't do that. The sun is so bright. Correction. I know your father. Wrong again. You can tell me where that's from. I wish I could give you something, but I can't. Because I don't know how. If you know where that's from, That's a good movie. See if I can do this. Probably gonna break my neck.
Yeah. I'm gonna die, and Jay is gonna hike the mountain. And we're taking Bo Cephas and Bonita with us.
Oh, great. Okay.
We made it back. He wasn't kidding when he said it was straight up, and then it goes down to a little creek, and you gotta go back up, and luckily back down. You think going down is easy until it's straight down. But it took us about 45 minutes. That's a good cardio, I tell you. Luckily, I grew up hiking a mountain like that back at Mom and Dad's, and my mom is really into fitness, so she would walk it weekly, multiple times a week, and I'd go with her. So luckily that wasn't the first time I've been walking a mountain that steep, but it was the first time I saw that part of our property. Earlier on this vlog, I told you guys that there was part of our property that was not accessible. That's it, because you can't really drive up it or get any machinery or anything up it, but now I'm gonna relax. And Jay is gonna cook dinner in a little while, and just gonna have a good relaxing evening. Hope y'all have enjoyed this vlog so far. I've been summoned inside for dinner. What do we got?
We have better rice with grilled pork with a spicy curry, barbecue sauce, and California blend bird's eye vegetables.
Well, y'all, let me set this back down. I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. We're gonna eat dinner and
Hopefully survive.
do a Bible study, and then edit one of the 2 vlogs that are gonna be out. So, thanks guys for tagging along today. Hope you've enjoyed life with us, and like and share.
Give us a thumbs up.
Bye guys.
Bye.